Risk is an inherent part of enterprise that is often underemphasized in business courses. A clear understanding of risk is essential when planning, building, and launching a successful engineering enterprise. This film will introduce some of the sources of business risk, a simple system for rating risks, and will highlight some of the risks associated with scaling up and growing an enterprise. Risk is an inevitable part of enterprise. It cannot be totally avoided. An engineering entrepreneur needs a risk-tolerant mindset when establishing a business. Risks come in different forms, and entrepreneurs must identify, understand, and respond to risks in ways that reduce or eliminate them. This can be achieved through actions like conducting market research to test and refine the concept with potential customers, acquiring market data to confirm sufficient customer demand exists, performing detailed analysis and planning of development, production, and operational expenses, investigating barriers that could hinder sales and impede success. Importantly, these business risks are separate from the legal duty to manage health and safety risks. Risk control systems are essential for identifying, analyzing, prioritizing, and managing risks, thereby guiding day-to-day decision-making. Entrepreneurs must gauge and decide which are the most pressing concerns and therefore allocate resources effectively. Likelihood refers to the estimated probability of a risk occurring. Impact is the estimated magnitude of the risk's effect should it occur. Remember, impact is not limited to financial repercussions such as fines or lost revenue, and includes damage to reputation, loss of permission, and loss of staff as well. Assigning simple ratings, low, medium, or high, to potential impact and likelihood enables a basic risk assessment. For example, the risk of competitors launching similar products might have high likelihood, but a strong patent could mean low impact, resulting in a medium overall risk. Before delivering this topic, initiate a discussion about students' pre-existing understanding of risk, which may be rooted in health and safety contexts. Emphasize the need for distinct approaches to business risk, where some risk-taking is necessary, and health and safety, where caution is paramount. An engineering entrepreneur must recognize when to be prudent and when to embrace risk. When exploring pre-launch risks, students can draw on examples from shows like Dragon's Den, where neglecting risks is a common pitfall, such as mistaking a personal problem for a viable market opportunity. Internal risks originate within the company and are therefore within the entrepreneur's control. These risks can emerge in various aspects of a business, including product development, personnel management, strategic planning, operational processes, and reputation. The learner resource provides a detailed breakdown of these areas. External risks stem from factors beyond the company's direct influence. These external factors encompass political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental elements, collectively known as PESTLE. The Strategic Analysis for Entrepreneurs film delves into PESTLE analysis in greater depth. It's important to recognize that all risks, whether internal or external, can ultimately affect a company's reputation and financial stability. Encourage students to explore methods for controlling each risk to diminish or eliminate its impact. This can connect to broader health and safety education regarding training, procedures, compliance, and control measures. It is crucial for students to recognize that most risks, if unmanaged, will negatively impact profitability through increased costs or reduced sales, often due to damage to the company's image. Real-world engineering examples can effectively illustrate this, such as the consequences of widespread faulty products or poor service. While entrepreneurs and investors typically aim for business expansion, growth introduces complexities. Scaling up is not simply the same business but bigger. It brings new risks. Expansion requires more funding and investors demand substantial returns. Larger enterprises necessitate more intricate operational structures and systems. Maintaining quality becomes more challenging, and increased size can make the business more vulnerable to market and economic fluctuations. Experienced leadership is vital to define success criteria that favor growth and fail conditions that could hinder growth. These will help enable informed decisions about whether to stop, pivot, grow, or go. Success criteria and fail conditions collectively indicate the risk associated with each option. The Strategic Analysis for Entrepreneurs online interactive tool can demonstrate how analysis guides decisions to stop, pivot, grow, or go. The tool allows students to organize a variety of randomized statements into strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, or threats, which can then be prioritized. The interactive draws from a larger selection of strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats to randomize the statements you were given. Prompt students to discuss why scaling up a business is not just business as usual. Reasons may include increased organizational complexity, communication difficulties, the need for employee training, and the requirement for more experienced management and technical personnel. When investors consider funding a company's growth, they conduct due diligence, a detailed investigation of the company's operations, personnel, product, and performance to verify the entrepreneur's claims. Here's a case study for your students explored in more detail in the learner resource. 2 entrepreneurs have established a company designing and manufacturing solar-powered drones for maritime environmental and security monitoring. Despite slow initial sales, the founders believe that investment can fuel significant growth. However, the potential investors' due diligence has revealed several risks. Disagreement among the founders regarding the drone's primary function. Lack of expertise in production and sales. Potential competition from a major defense contractor. Inadequate cost control, severely impacting profitability. Limited access to cutting-edge monitoring and surveillance technology. Students should discuss and determine how to address each risk to reassure the investor. They can then present their recommendations to a Dragon's Den-style investor, which could be you, the teacher, or other students. Equipping your students with an understanding of risk's nature, origins, analysis, and management is crucial preparation for the realities of enterprise. They'll begin to understand that while risk is inherent, it can be managed through informed decision-making that can pave the way for entrepreneurial success. Thanks for watching, and feel free to revisit any of the films and resources to recap.